Hello everyone, I'm Julian from Mr. Chair, and here I am today at Suzuki, and on behalf of Champion Motors and Inchcape Singapore, I want to show you the Suzuki S-Cross. Suzuki is known for its fun-to-drive cars, and the S-Cross is the brand's offering for fun-loving families or people who want an economical yet practical car. It's a roomy crossover that's actually made in Hungary with 5 doors and 5 seats and a 1.4-litre turbocharged engine. It comes with roof rails that are integrated with the body, highly polished 17-inch wheels, and LED lamps at the front and rear. Now, crossovers should look rugged, and I think the S-Cross manages to do so. There's a couple of reasons for that. One is the very bold and upright grille over here, and it also has these daytime running lights, which are pretty eye-catching. Now check this out, there's actually a strip of chrome that starts at the headlights and runs clear across the grille, linked by this bar over to the other end. It helps to visually widen the car, and I think it's one of the reasons why the S-Cross actually looks bigger than it really is. Let's talk about what's under the bonnet for a second. The S-Cross has a 1.4-litre turbo powertrain that Suzuki calls a booster-jet smart hybrid system. It uses electricity to help the acceleration, but also to reduce the fuel consumption, which keeps your running costs low. Average consumption is just 5.7 litres per 100 kilometers, which works out to 17.5 kilometers per litre. The S-Cross has a 6-speed automatic with these sporty paddle shifters here. I've actually driven this thing and it's actually quite fun and agile. It's a really lively car. And I have to say, Suzuki really is one of those manufacturers that really does know how to make its cars feel fun and playful. But in terms of living with the car, the S-Cross keeps it simple and straightforward. You have analog displays which are easy to read, with a 4.2-inch color LCD display for important driving information. In terms of modern amenities, this 9-inch touchscreen is actually very up-to-date. Now, if you're an Android phone user, you can plug your phone in and start using Android Auto. So your apps come up on the screen, and if your phone is also your music library, that's very convenient. And of course, you can use Google Maps to tell you where you want to go. If you're an iOS user, there's even better news because the S-Cross has wireless Apple CarPlay. So as long as your iPhone is paired to the system via Bluetooth, all you have to do is jump aboard, select Apple CarPlay, and you're good to go. All the apps that are safe to use when you're driving show up right here at your fingertips. But if there's one feature I really like about the S-Cross, it's this 360-degree view monitor. Now, it uses 4 cameras around the car to give you a sort of sweeping view of what's around you. And it's actually an off-roading feature. It's supposed to help you see what obstacles are in your path and around the car, but you can see how that would be useful on the road or in a tight car park, right? And every time you start the car, it actually gives you a total sweep of what's around you, and you can see how that would be great for safety. Speaking of safety, the S-Cross has a camera system that lets it monitor lane markings. So if it ever detects that you're about to stray into another lane without signaling, it gives you a little warning, so no more drifting into other people's lanes. It also has adaptive cruise control that uses a radar sensor to automatically adjust the car's speed based on the vehicle ahead of you. All you have to do is set the gap you want, and the Suzuki does the rest. And that makes for a much more comfortable and relaxing long-distance cruise. Now here in the back, you can see I've got quite a lot of legroom and a decent amount of headroom as well. The S-Cross does have quite a boxy shape, but that creates a lot of space in the cabin. So even though I'm just about 1.75 meters tall, I've got room to do this without restarting my hair against the headliner. I want to show you how versatile the seats are as well. It's possible to actually recline this a little bit in case you want to sit back and relax a little bit more. But on the other hand, if you want to expand the boot, that's easily done because you've got a 60-40 split fold. So all you do is tip this forward, and I don't know if you can see this, but you do have a flush loading surface here, and that really makes it easier to get bulky items in and out. Even though it's so easy to expand the boot, I think it's unlikely that you're going to have to, and that's because the boot offers 440 litres of space, and that's quite a lot for the class. In fact, it's not just about raw size back here. You do have useful features like these bins at either side of the boot, which are very helpful for stowing your odds and ends. You also have useful things like these grocery hooks, a lamp to illuminate your stuff, as well as a 12-volt outlet here. And that's useful when you want to plug in things like a vacuum cleaner for a bit of cleanup. Now, I don't play golf, but I've seen a golf bag go into the back of one of these. And remember, this is supposed to be a fun car, so part of that means having space to do what you love to do. So you can take your friends and family with you on a road trip, carry all your luggage, of course. You could take your dogs to the beach, or you could go on a shopping trip and buy lots and lots of stuff. And you should have more money left over for shopping because the S-Cross needs a Category A COE, which is usually significantly cheaper. So what you pay for with this car is metal, glass and plastic instead of paper. So that's our quick look at the Suzuki S-Cross. It's compact on the outside but very large on the inside with a big boot that makes it very practical. It's also very well equipped with useful features. So if you're in the market for a fun, economical and versatile crossover, the S-Cross is definitely worth a test drive. And you can arrange that right here on mrchia.sg. You'll be able to get in touch with digital specialists who can answer any questions you have about the S-Cross or any Suzuki model. And as I said, you'll be able to arrange a test drive. It's fast, it's convenient, and it's easy. And by the time you step into the showroom, you're gonna feel like the VIP that you are. So what are you waiting for? Head over to mrchia.sg today.